Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Ualt and today I'll be going for an easy run and also outlining my 2022 goals and reflecting on the goals I set in 2021 and how I did and how I felt and etc. But yeah, I've just paced a friend of mine who did his 10k today, and he hasn't run that much recently, but he's getting back into the swing of things, and yeah, it'll be great to see how he does in his running journey. But yeah, now I'll be running around the Barnes, Richmond, Putney area, and we'll be seeing what these 2022 goals will be about. But yeah, let's go, let's run, let's go for it. Bye bye. Richmond and did my run, 13k, paced my friend after pacing my friend, and now I'm here. So reflecting back on my 2021 goals, I set 5 goals for myself. First goal is to reduce that down to 3, because I think setting yourself 5 goals is quite a lot when you got also other things going on, which I'll be, which I'll be explaining why I've been away for so long in the YouTube thing. So I guess one of the goals I can set myself here in this little intro aspect is to be consistent with my YouTube goals and in terms of videos and putting that out. But yeah, I guess beating my 5k time last year with 15:46 didn't happen. I beat my marathon time of 2 hours 36. My technique has just got improved more as I run more. My flexibility has not improved, which I'll probably be saying in the later part of the video. And 5th was to hit a certain number of subscribers by the end of the year. That's not happened because obviously I've been slacking, guys. I've not been uploading the videos. I've not been letting you I didn't mean updating you guys on my progress so far. So reflecting back, from the 5 goals I just said, looks like I've not reached any, but in terms of my natural feel of how I've been feeling over the last year, in terms of how I've been kind of consistent, a lot more consistent in 2021 compared to 2020, it's a massive improvement. But I know I've got a lot more to come. I've got a structure in place. I've got a coach now, which is really helping me in Team Rail Runners, who's really helped me get more structure and get more, just keep me on my toes and give me advice when I need to. And when I feel in my easy runs, it was a bit harder than expected. He tells me to just calm it down and start going a bit more easier, or step it up in the sessions, or what times to go for in each of your sessions, or 8 by 400 meters, it should be at your 10k pace instead of going all out because you've got a race coming up the weekend. So do all those small little things which help you make sure you're in the best condition you can be for a certain race, or best condition you can be for a certain session. So like going easy on your easy, and again going hard on your hard. So hard session, sorry. So yeah, that's what I've learned a lot. I'm still learning. I'm still quite relatively new to this running thing, because a lot of people who started when they were like 12, 13. I started when I was around 24, 25. So yeah, 3 years of running I've learned a lot, but I know there's a lot more to come from me, and it's just the goals I set myself now is the goals will only improve me and get me fitter and stronger and more, knowledgeable about the topic, because I'm still a student in this sport. So yeah, let's go for it. 2022 is going to be great. So here are my 3 goals. My first goal is to run more, because last year, for example, I ran about 2,900 kilometers. Previous year to that, about almost 2k. I'll put it on the right side for you, but this year I want to kind of keep it consistent, maybe like 90 to 100 kilometer average across all the years, because the biggest advice to novice runners is that what's the best thing to get improved, and it is the easiest thing that you can think of is to run more, even though you overthink it. So my first aim is to run more. My average was around 60 to 70 over the last year, which is good, but not good enough for me to improve even further. So first goal is to run more. Second goal is, if you know me very well, I am not the most flexible or mobile person in the world. So any hip mobility exercises or any stretching, I need to do a lot more. That's actually a goal I set myself in 2021, and it didn't really work out well. If I want to get to the levels that I want to get this year, aim for my aim is to get as close to 2:25 marathon as possible. But one of the things I struggle with is my stride length. but my cadence is really good. So my cadence is around 194 average. You should typically aim for 180 regardless of what level you are. But my stride length is around about like 1.34 meters, which is around half a meter less than pro runners. So their length is about 1.8 meters. So one of the things I'm going to focus on a lot is to become more flexible, but maintain that cadence as well. So the better the flexibility, the better the mobility, hip mobility especially, the more stride length you can provide in each of your steps. So yeah, hip mobility, flexibility, and just general, I don't know, I want to be less stiff, I guess. So yeah, that's my second goal. Let's do it. We're gonna do it this year. I promise you. Next year, I'm not gonna have a goal of 2023 goals of it being flexibility or hip mobility. I will show you the progress I've made from where I am now to where I will be at the end of the year. So let's see if we can do this. I think we can. So let's go. So, third and final goal is, I guess, my time objective goals. So all of these things will only improve my performance to get to the goals I want to set myself in terms of time. So 5k, try and get as close to under 15 as possible. I'm currently at 15:46. 10k, did it obviously 2 weeks ago, about 32:43 currently. So I want to get to as close to 30 minutes, I guess, 30 to 31. There's a race called the Telford 10k, which is in December, so that's probably the race I'll be aiming for to get that. The half marathon I've got coming up in 3 weeks. I will put a video up soon of the races I've got coming up and what races I recommend you guys to go for, maybe around my area or maybe around the UK as well. But yeah, there's the half marathon coming up in about a month and a half time. So hopefully I can get as close to an hour and 9 or hour and 10 to that as possible. I got hour and 13 previously at Vitality Big Half, and the Big Boy Marathon in September. Hopefully I get into Berlin. Obviously I've applied, and I'm probably going to find out this month what I'll get. But I'm probably going to try and aim for 225, 223-ish is the aim. I'll try and get as close to it because I like to set myself realistic but challenging goals. So for me to push myself even further. So I think that's probably the goal in terms of times to get. I'm in a right trajectory, so like every 1.5 races on average I beat my PB. So I'm trying to get to that as close as I can. But yeah, that's the third and final goal. I guess it's just to enjoy yourself, enjoy the process, train hard, and then yeah, just be happy with the progress you're making and be happy where you are and live in the present, I guess, which comes on to my last goal, which so my bonus goal, I'd say for me, like because I'm trying to get better and better, you kind of sometimes get lost in terms of you're getting your times. What's the next thing? You're not celebrating those achievements. So like that's what I do. I'm like, oh great, 2 minutes or 3 minutes of euphoria, greatness, happiness, and then the next you're like, okay, what do I do next to get better? Like that's how I've been progressing. So I'm not really celebrating my achievements. When people say to me, oh, you got such a great time, it's obviously great, but like I think, okay, what's the next goal? I've not really reached the levels I want to reach at the end of my journey, where I want to be in like 2 or 3 years. So those are the things I want to try and improve on. It's like when I get the times I get when I initially set it and I get that result, I'm happy for only a short amount of time, but it's just to enjoy it more. Instead of the 2 minutes, why don't you just enjoy it for a good week, you know? You just be happy and be present in terms of that time you've got. So I guess my bonus goal is whatever goals you set, make sure you enjoy it for a good time, but then start again for your next goal which you set. Because to motivate me, for example, in terms of running and like trying to get better, is to set myself goals of what time I should be getting, what times I think I can get. But yeah, I guess that's my four goals: 3 running goals, 1 running/life goal. But yeah, those are my 4 goals for 2022. But if you like my goals, or if you want to know, I'd like to know actually your goals, what you want to be setting, like what goals you've set over the next year, and what you've done over the last year, and have you reached your goals. It doesn't matter if you've not reached the progress you've made, and etc. So goals obviously change throughout the year because of circumstances, but it's just a good to see where you started and where you ended, and what kind of challenges you have to get in the way. So it'd be really good to see what goals you set. But in the meantime, guys, if you enjoyed the content, please like, subscribe, and yeah, just comment on, just get